Listen, we have a great show lined up for you. I'm your host, Kim Jacobs, better known as the Balance Doctor. And all of our guests that come on, they're either people that have overcome some tremendous odds in their own lives as they balance this thing called life, or they're experts and they're here to share tips and strategies that will help you better balance and manage your life. Grab your virtual seats and let's get ready for some real relevant and relatable content on today's episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Yes, it is the Kim Jacobs Show, y'all. And guess what? This is one of our kickoff episodes as we are in this new year, 2026. I am so excited because guess what? We have Victoria G. Pittman. Yes, I said her whole government name. Welcome, Victoria. How are you today?
I am wonderful. I am wonderful. Hey, everybody.
We're going to have, when I tell you guys, we're going to have a great time. My whole theme for 2026 is actually with our church, with Promise Fellowship. So if you've never been to Promise Fellowship Church, our theme is now faith. Now faith. Walk in what you say you believe. So we say we believe some things, but are we really walking in those things? Well, today we have a dating and relationship expert with us who's going to teach us a thing or two or three. And this woman knows exactly what she's talking about because she's walked this journey herself. She is a transformational dating and relationship coach. Victoria Pittman empowers women to shatter limitations and magnetize success. I'm talking about being that magnet for love. And not just love, love and life with her unique blend of strategy, empathy, and spiritual, very important spiritual insight. She guides her clients to break free from barriers and unlocks their full potential. It's going to be so much more that you learn about her in this episode because her backstory is a part of what we're going to walk through. So I'll give her the opportunity to share it versus reading it. Welcome, Victoria Pittman, to the Kim Jacobs Show.
Hi, I am so excited to be here. Listen, I was like, I like that intro.
Well, I like you. I think you are just a force to be reckoned with. I was looking at your photos and all of the things that you've gone through, your personal journey. And I was like, oh, the whole world needs to know Victoria Pittman. So I'm so excited that you're here today. And I want to hear, just as we kick off, talk to us about the story behind all of the passion that makes you who you are today. Everybody, listen, before we get into her story, make sure that you are inviting your friends, your family, coworkers, everybody, people you like, people you don't. Just tell them, listen, you know you need some help in this dating and relationship area. Go ahead and be a part of today's discussion. So make sure you do not deprive people of being a part today. Victoria, take us to the story behind the passion.
Yes, the story behind the passion. You know, one of the things that, my why do I do this? It really just starts with my love of relationships and connections. I have loved it since I was younger. And it just really started with me wanting to understand myself, right? Why am I the way that I am? I even remember being 12 years old asking God, why did you create me? Right. And so I would start to want to know, what about me is special? And so I took that love of relationship and connection, and I wanted to understand God. I said, how do I have a good relationship with the Spirit of God? I started that very young, exploring that. And then I went into my siblings, like, I really want to connect and relate to them, my parents, my friends. But listen, let me tell you something. But when I started to learn about men and the relationships with them, it just sparked. That is my favorite subject, is learning about them, because they're so different than women. And so by doing that, it just really opened up my world. But what really made it turn into a passion for me was probably, like most people, was like in 2019, I was in a stressful corporate job, and I was trying to figure out what did I wanted to do with my life. And so I decided, you know what? This job is sucking me dry, honey. I'm about to take a sabbatical, okay?
That's funny. You're like, okay, you're not going to drain all my energy from me.
No, you're not. And that's what really started it. And I actually went back to the continent. I said, let me go back to Africa. Let me see if I can go find some things and just rest and relax. And by doing that, that was 2019 and we went into COVID. I really sat with myself to say, what is it that brought me joy? And I found it was counseling people. I found it was teaching people because I come from a long line of teachers. I found it was something where I can bring my spirituality into and it's not shunned. And so when I went and found coaching, because I thought about therapy, but when I found coaching, I said, I'm empowering people to get their dreams.
Yeah.
Doing the things
I said. On here, Victoria. You're preaching. You done clapped and everything. I done help people pursue their dreams.
Yes. That's what lit my fire. And if I can combine the two, because I really wanted to see individuals be healthy, whole, and loved. I wanted them to be in relationships that they can have the same thing. And if I could see that, I can see families being born that are healthy and whole. And then I could see a vibrant society. And that's what really fueled my passion. So that's what I did. It was just that little spark of love when I was a young girl that came today.
Wow. Now when you say that little spark of love, and I hear how you're saying once you came into the knowledge of the truth of men, you began to walk therein, right? Not trying to infuse some biblical scriptures with men, right? But the thing is, what I love about what you're saying is that it was a spark. It wasn't that it was just big moment, because I really wanted to find out from you, what was that moment specifically in time that you realized that this was going to be your direction in life?
It was my direction in life. Honestly, it started with just wanting to connect. And it really, honestly, if I'm real honest with you, it really started with a conversation I had with God. And it was one of those things where I was in one of those dark periods of my life. And I was like, what am I doing in my life? And I'll tell more about that dark period. But in the midst, on an ordinary Tuesday, he spoke to me about, I was like, I don't want to go back to corporate America. It's just draining me. But he told me I had to go back. He said I had to go back because there's things I needed to learn there that there's no other way for me to be taught those things. But he says there's going to come a moment in your life where you're going to be on your own platform. And I was about a young 20-something-year-old person. And I was like, well, I'm ready now. And now that I'm here, but now that I'm here, and that moment really came for me when I said, this is what I'm going to do is, again, I was pushed to the brink on that corporate job. And I said, it was at least 20 years of being in that cycle that God wanted me to be in, that it broke. And I said, this time I'm building my own platform. And I left and I did it.
So it wasn't that it happened right away. You were told, you asked God, you like, God, look, I'm in this dark space. I'm not enjoying what I would like to do, or what I think you really have for me to do. And God is like, in your still whisper of a voice, he's like, just stay put for a minute. So what happens whenever a person has a goal, has a dream, a desire to see something different as an outcome in their lives, but God is literally still encouraging you to stay put? What was that like for you?
You know what? That was hard. It was hard because I couldn't see the full picture. Right. And I was young, not only just in youth, but I was young in my faith. And so there was a lot of the picture I just really couldn't see. Wow. I didn't have enough, years or decades to understand this thing. And so I would get frustrated and I'd be like, I'm ready to do it now. And I would just seek him and he would just tell me to just be still. And I think it was just trust, because I went through a season where it took me about 12 years. He's like, will you trust me? And he showed me that, hey, I give you cycles I give you questions that it takes you about 12 years to answer. And I said, He's like, will you trust me? And of course I say yes, but it takes me 12 years to finally say, yes, I trust you.
That's a long time. But you know what? putting time in perspective though, Victoria, because our thoughts are so far from God's thoughts. So
Yes.
where we look at it as 12 years, it's taking so long, oh my gosh, it's just like a vapor. It's just a few seconds and nothingness
Yes.
for God,
Ye-
you know?
Because there's things that happen in the wait. And this can go for you being a single person. This can be for anyone who's has a dream. There's something that happens in the wait. There's character being formed,
Mhm.
right? There is purpose that you need to align yourself to. There's other things that are all being put together so that when it's time for you to have what it is that you know you have,
That's right.
it's seamlessly. And that can happen for you as a single person waiting for, your right, the lid for your pot. That can happen if that is a dream. That can happen if that's a career. That can happen. So it's about just relaxing in the wait and just
That's
know that trusting that it's going to happen and everything's going to be in line and it's going to be like that.
No, do you feel like, because I have a picture back here. I have to show this picture.
Bring it
These
on.
these two people, right? Tell us who they are and
Yes.
talk to us about them. People, if you're listening on WDRB media, you're not seeing the photo right now because I have to reference that we're part of a nationally syndicated radio broadcast now too. So sometimes people don't get a chance, if you're on iHeartRadio and all of the listening devices, you don't get to hear, or you don't get to see the image. But mom and dad are who we have featured right here. So talk to us about these influencers, social media
Yes.
influencers in your life.
Yeah, so these are my inspirations. These are my teachers, and the picture is young them. This is back in 1976. They're dating at the Tuskegee University. I am a product of them and Tuskegee, and that's them dating. So my dad, he was a teacher. So he went to school to be a special education teacher. My mother is a registered nurse, and they have taught me through just my father being a teacher, my mom not only just being a nurturer as a nurse, but she is a storyteller. So she would share about the stories of her life and love. And it meant so much to me. But these two are actually kind of what sparked me. Just the things that happened in their lives, it really sparked me to learn more and deeper about myself, like that self discovery that
Yes.
happened.
That's
Um,
that's good. That's good. The self-discovery, and with them being from Tuskegee, and look how your dad, he's all suave. He got his hand laid. He's like, you can tell he like, look, I'm dating this is my boo thing.
Yes, my daddy was smooth operator. My mama said that she was going to be a traveling nurse and she's going to travel the country and see the world. But look, daddy swooped in and was like, "Hey, listen, I see something in you. Let's see what we can do."
He like, let's see what the world's really gonna be about, as long as it includes me in it, right?
That's right.
So being a product of these two, and you can just see right through the picture the level of joy that they look like they were bringing to each other's lives. You feel that this helped play a key role in you forming the Vibrant Society?
It did because I had a beautiful childhood. With my father being a teacher, he would spend summers with us because my mom, she would say, "Okay, listen, I work these off shifts and then during the week with the kids, and now the summertime I'm working full time, so you got these kids." And their partnership, I saw a partnership of two loving people saying, "Hey, we're about to do this thing. We're gonna have these kids." And the love, it was a legacy of love that, my father, he left for me, and my mother, still a legacy of love. And just those moments that they spent with me. Yes, that is what makes me want to have a vibrant society. That's what makes me believe in love.
Now, what I have to say, because I'm thinking I'm hearing something, but please tell me if I'm wrong. You said the legacy of love that my dad left for me. Is he
Yeah,
still
so
here?
my father, yes, yes. So my father is deceased. And that's really a part of my story that really kind of sparked like one of those pivotal moments in my
Mm,
life was 2005.
okay.
And that was, when I got the call, I was at church, my phone was buzzing, I didn't know what was going on, but I was like, well, look, whoever it is, I can wait till after service.
Right.
And they called the church house, honey, and that phone came to me, and I just knew that I was like, my father has died. And so when I got the call,
Mm.
I was just, because I love my father. I really, really love my father. And that kind of sparked, I would
Mm.
call, a really dark season for me,
Mhm.
where I was very new in my faith, and I knew it was coming. I just didn't know how it would come,
Right.
this dark season. And
Mm.
so, what happened was my father passed away January. That church community I was part of disbanded. I just bought a house, and
Mm.
I got a call. My mom was having a health crisis back in Detroit, Michigan, and I lost my job.
All in one swoop. The
All
church that
in
your church family, your mom's health crisis, you lose your job, and your
my dad.
dad transitions from this earth.
Yes. So it was all within maybe 6 months. It was just like every little pillar was kicked up underneath me. And I was young. So just imagine maybe a couple years out of college. So I was in my early 20s, and I
Wow.
was just kind of figuring out like who I was. And I said, everything's gone. What happened? I just started my life. But the beauty of that was it made me figure out, who was I? Like,
Right.
what do I want to do with this life? And so it was in those quiet times that I started to have some self-healing, that there was things that need to be revealed, and that self-discovery of me wanting to find out more about me in a deeper way,
Wow.
and the direction. So that's why I said, even though that was a really dark time, but sometimes beautiful things can happen in darkness.
Unfortunately, it takes sometimes some dark times for us to
Yeah.
really come into the realization of who we are and what
Yes.
we are called to do on this earth. And
Yes.
my son, when he passed away, there were over 100 young people that accepted Jesus Christ
Mm.
as their personal savior. But maybe they would have ever did this, or maybe they would not have. But because they were able to see his light shine, it has
Yeah.
sparked them to accept Christ. So,
Yes.
your mom and dad and the things, the tragedy that's happened in your life sparked you to form the Vibrant Society. So
It did.
what's the heartbeat? What's the heartbeat of the Vibrant Society? Talk to us about it.
So the heartbeat of the Vibrant Society um, is this. I want, women to really be empowered, to dream big, to find their dreams, and to love fiercely, right? And it really just kind of
Mm.
starts with women's stories, right? So,
Okay.
I shared with you guys that my mom was a storyteller, but what I found is that a lot of women, we share our stories. I found that out growing up, in my early 20s, women would just sit and share their stories with me. And I sometimes wonder, like, why are they sharing this with me?
They
But
telling me
here's
all of this. What makes
all
them
y'all
feel like I
business.
want to know all of this?
All of their business. But what I saw is
What?
that we all wanted the same things. We wanted to have success in life, and we wanted to find someone that would love and support us.
Yes,
And
yes.
that's what I saw. And what I also saw was society would say that maybe you can't have it all. Maybe you could have a dream career, but maybe you can't have a man. You know what I'm saying? Or you can't have it at the same time. But I
Right.
just don't believe that. And
I
so
don't
I
need.
believe that if you can dream it, you can build an ecosystem to support your thrive. Understanding your gifts, your talents, your insights, and some spiritual principles, you can do that. And so, and that's what I want women to do. I want to shift their mindset to say, listen, I can not only dream big and have success in my life, but I can find love too. I can dare to dream. I can discover who I am and be grounded in life and love. And that's why this Vibrant Society is so important.
The Vibrant Society, y'all, if you are not a part of it, you definitely, oh, you know what? I'm saying you have to become a part of the Vibrant Society, right?
Yes.
And I'm excited about our guest today that's here talking with us. I am going to make sure that I just continue to put up information and let you know how you can stay connected with Victoria G. Pittman. She's a dating and relationship advice coach, in my opinion, and you can stay connected with her. How? Let people know how they can stay connected with you.
Yes. Listen, follow me on Instagram, Vibrant Society Social Hub. If you're a LinkedIn girly or guy, you can look me up on Victoria Pittman. I'm PMPCPC. And please sign up for my newsletter at www.thevibrantsociety.com. I send it out every Friday. So that's how you
signing up. I'm signing up. Every Friday, I want to get my newsletter for sure. Because I know you have some wonderful advice with your spirit. It permeates through, even virtually. Sometimes when I'm interviewing people virtually, I'm like, oh man, I can't always feel the connection. But virtually, I feel like I'm like your sister friend. I'm your girl. You make me feel like you want to care about what I'm dealing with. And that's a big deal.
I do.
You do, don't you? I can tell.
I do. I really do. I really do.
That's what you want people to feel. And listen, for those of you that are just tuning in, I want you to know we're talking with Victoria G. Pittman today here on the Kim Jacobs Show. And she's a dating and relationship coach. So by the time we get done with today's episode, you will know some tips on how you can get this dating thing in check. But she believes that you should dream big. You should definitely discover yourself, who you are, and then find that love. And I want to put up another picture because this right here speaks volumes right there. Tell us about that picture.
Yes. So this is, I had turned 40 and I wanted to do a big trip. And I just wanted to invite any women that wanted to come with me, my friends. And you know what? I was expecting, of course, it was me and my sister. That's my travel buddy. But I just kind of told it to some folks. And do you know, I had some of my sister's friends wanted to come. So a girl I just met wanted to come. She's like, I just love you. And I just wanted to bring women together so that we can just build. And that's what I like about just the Vibrant Society and just sisterhood. And I want to bring women together so we can support each other in our dreams and support each other in love. And that was one of those moments where I could just cry because they all said something really touching about me. And I just didn't even know that I did any of those things for those folks. So that meant a lot for me, just bringing those women together.
And then look there, you can see your foot's kicked up in the back. I mean, that's not just your regular pose. That's fun. It's like we're letting our hair down. We're truly enjoying ourselves. I probably would have come on your 40th birthday thing. You feel like if you opened it up to some people, you would never know who would really come because this looks like vibrant moment in time. Like, I want to be a part of it.
Yes.
What's one of your proudest moments, in your opinion, of something pertaining to the Vibrant Society?
One of my proudest moments is really the smallest things when I help clients. It's the aha moment when I'm working one-on-one with the client. And what it is that what we do is, I always like to start from the inside because there's things that are stopping us from achieving our dreams and finding love. Yeah. And so when I see a perspective shift and someone's heart gets lightened and their face just is like, oh my gosh, I didn't think of it that way. And then I start to see them move. Uh-huh. Oh my gosh, that is one of the proudest things that ever happens to me as a coach, to see my clients break through and start to move in the direction where they can find what they're looking for. And it just comes through them being open, me being open, and let's move you forward.
Let's move you forward. And y'all, make sure you're taking notes, because if you pay attention to this conversation that we're having today, you're going to take some key takeaways. Moving forward, not being stuck, not worrying about the past, but taking the opportunity to be vibrant and to move forward. If you had to, like, in, I guess, one word, sometimes when people say for me to do something in one word, I'm like, no, sweetie. I need to say it in 2 or 3 words. I cannot sum it up in one word, right? But if you were able to sum it up in one word, what would you say would be that one word to sum up this transformative experience with the Vibrant Society?
I would call it empowerment. Empowered.
Okay.
Because what I want, empowered, right? Because what I want them to do with experience in coaching is, coaching is not for me to just give you advice, because I believe that every client has the answers inside. And all I'm doing in coaching is providing the atmosphere for you to discover it, me asking you questions, me challenging you slightly. And then I want to equip you to be empowered to, one, with your self-worth, one, with even the competency, the understanding, because I like to give you like, hey, competency moment. Let me share with you about men. Let me share with you. This is how they think. Okay. But you empowering you and equipping you so that you can make the change yourself, that you are going to be out there in them dating streets. You're going to be out there on that job. So I want you to be empowered and equipped.
Right. Speaking of empowering and equipping, this whole dating thing is like almost like a maze, in my opinion. So it's
Yes.
like, what in the world is supposed to be happening here? Are we supposed to? I'm back to being single. Unfortunately, I was not planning at all in my life to ever be in this phase, but here I am. Right.
Yeah.
How do you maneuver, especially in the digital age? It's so much. It's certain words you can't say because they have different meanings.
Yes.
My children are like, Mom, never say that word. What? That's just a basic word that means what it really means in the dictionary. And now you're saying don't say that because it means something else different in the society. This is crazy. So I need some help. Talk to us, Victoria.
Yes. So
about
let me tell y'all. So it's so simple. It's why, it's the how, and the when.
Okay, why? I'm going to type it. Why?
Why? The why is, why are you dating, right?
Okay, I'm typing.
What's your season in dating? Okay. What are you looking for, right? Because, I'm going to get real here, because I'm on the internet too, okay? Folks be wanting, and they be wanting 666, and I'm not talking about the devil. They be wanting the 6 figures. They want the 6-pack and 6 something other things, but that's not really your why. Why? What are you looking for, right? And so it's getting clear on what season of dating you're in. Are you just trying to have fun, or are you looking for, Mr. Forever? So you got to get clear on your why in this dating season, because
wait, I gotta go back because you said the Y is a 666, but it's not the devil. Y'all we only know the mark of the beast and all that drama. You said no, this ain't got nothing to do with the devil. This is 6 figures, 6 what?
So this is what some of the internet's looking for, Kim. Okay, this is the internet people. This ain't us. Okay, this is the internet. So this ain't you and your listeners. These are other people.
Okay, internet folks.
So when you ask them what they're looking for, they're going to say, I want someone who has 6 figures, someone who has a 6-pack, and someone who has 6 other things. This is what I want. But that ain't really what you're looking for, right? Oh, she done clutch the pearls.
Okay, looking for real. I put I'm gonna put 4 real. Okay, I typed this. I just typed it because this is crazy right here. I have to learn a lot here. Why?
That's them internet folks, right? But what I wanted you to get clear on is your why. What are you really looking for?
Okay.
Is it the character of the person, right? Is it, can they meet your and fulfill your needs emotionally, mentally, physically? Like, you have to get clear on what it is that you're looking for, and then what you want in your dating season, because every dating season is different. What is your why? So don't get caught up with the internet, right? And all the terms that are out there and all the things. Stick to what's important is, what is your why? So are you looking to have, sometimes people are coming out of long-term relationships and maybe they just need to date just to date, to have fun, right? Sometimes people have been dating for a while and they want a husband or a wife. That's okay too. You just have to get clear. So that's why I said it's time to look for character. It's time to look for those inner qualities, right? Of course, chemistry and connection, but get clear on your why you're dating and what you're looking for right there. That's the first thing, Kim. I'm gonna tell you the second and third, but I just want to pause right there.
This right here is so good, y'all. If you're we are putting a pin in it right here. What are you really looking for? Are you looking for character? Can they fulfill your emotional needs? What is important to you? When I think about, and again, I can only speak personally, Victoria, is I know that I'm a wife. I'm not
Mhm.
interested in being in no dating streets at all. At all. I'm like, boy, bye. I don't want to be out here. But putting it in perspective, nobody wants to be like hearing that you want me to be your husband already and I haven't dated you. So it's just a fine balance there.
Yeah, and you know what the balance is?
What?
The balance is have fun. The balance is don't go into a date saying this is about to be my husband, this is about to be my wife.
Okay, I'm doing it all wrong already. Let me
Mhm.
begin. Can
Have fun. Listen, I'm just trying to bring balance. Have fun, right? Be playful. Get to know this person. Those first 3 dates is just about fun and nothingness. Like, we're just saying, do I like you?
Mm.
Do I like you? Don't be trying to put you my husband. No. We don't need to be telling him all the things. We need to keep it light. Hey, I just, keep it light. Hey, I really like this song. Do you like this song? It was really I read
Okay,
this
then I
article.
have, you know how you have to pass a test? I have failed. I will tell you all in the dating streets on the internet that Kim has failed the test, okay? Because I
No,
put all of this ain't gonna
no,
happen. This is not gonna, boy, bye. No, don't
no.
think this.
Don't come with the checklist. Men know when they're being interviewed. It's women know I've been interviewed before. No one likes it. Stop it.
Oh,
No
okay,
one
so
likes
role play with me, Victoria, because I'm a big role play person.
it. Okay.
Give me an idea, just role play. Act like, I don't know. I act like I'm the guy, I guess, and you act
Okay.
like you're the female.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna put you
All
over
right.
here.
Okay. All right. So, just you tell me maybe some questions you've heard on dates and then I'll just answer.
So what makes you think that I'm the one?
Well, honestly, you know, I'm not quite sure, if you're the one or not. I'm just really exploring, this big, beautiful world. So, I'm looking to have fun. I'm looking to get to know you. And let's just see if we can connect. Let's just connect first. And then we can see who's the one and who's not the one. Let's just have fun.
Well, are you
So, what you
open to
ordering?
dating a variety of people? Because I really don't want to feel like I'm locked down or anything. I just want to date some people and see what's what.
Well, what I would say to that is, you know, if a man is really focused on our connection and he's taking up the space, really there's no room for anybody else. So if you are keeping me top of mind, if you're calling me, if you're connecting with me, we're going out on dates, is there room for anybody else? So I wouldn't worry about other men. I'll just, play your cards right and let's see where it goes.
My gosh. Okay, I gotta get over here and role play for 1 second myself because I promise you, I have failed. Okay,
But
so
listen, what I was doing there, Kim, is I'm coming with playful feminine energy, right?
okay,
And I'm answering, he wants me to give a direct question because he wants to see if there's other options out there, right? He wants to see how accessible am I? Am I really accessible? And is it easy to kind of come? And you see how I kind of said, I took the focus on, look, if you do the things that I need you to do, I'm kind of letting you know this is what it needs to happen, brother. If you
okay,
focus
okay.
on your game, okay, it won't be no need for nobody else. But if you don't focus on your game, that's what he didn't hear. There will be others, but he don't
Okay.
need to know that.
So give me a role play real quick so we
Okay,
can keep on moving. I'm getting my own counseling, y'all. Y'all can
that's
do whatever
okay.
you
This is
want.
good. This is good. I want folks to know. Okay, go ahead. Okay, so um, let's see here. So, what are you looking for, Kim, in your dating experience? What are you looking for?
Well, what I'm looking for is someone that knows the direction of their lives and what they would like to accomplish and what some of their long-term plans are so that
Mm.
we can determine if what you're striving to accomplish is in alignment with what I'm looking to accomplish.
Okay. Don't do that. You did good. You did good. You did good. You did good. And you know what I like about what you did is you're basically saying, hey, I'm looking for someone who's aligned with me,
Okay.
right? And that's what you're sharing with, like, hey, and you're not even, the good thing is you're not telling this gentleman that what is that alignment. He don't need to know all the
Okay.
information, the playbook, but you're letting him know that that's what you're looking for, right?
Okay.
And the
Good.
only thing I would add to it is once you realize what you need emotionally,
Uh-huh.
to feel fulfilled in a relationship, you can tack that in. So one of the things that I would say is like, I want someone who keeps me top of mind and, really, is really affectionate and likes to connect, right?
Oh, good.
So
And I
how
like
they
somebody
do,
that's honest. Am I able to
okay,
say? Because that's very
you can
important to
say
me.
it, and you can just say, I want someone who's really, who's vulnerable enough to be transparent and honest, about who they are and where they're going.
See, the way you say it is like, that's why I mean, you probably could get any date because you said, I just like the way you're whispering it and you're saying it
They,
with such softness. I did not be saying it like that. I'm like,
but
look
do
here,
it, do it
Joker.
your person, but do it. No, Lord, no, Kim.
I'm not saying everybody's a joker. Don't. Okay, let's keep this interview going. Okay, we're gonna just move it on. Let me say. Okay,
All right, let's go.
how important is self-love in when it comes to finding yourself interested in dating? Because I know for me, I feel like I need to love myself
Hmm.
before I can worry about who else is going to love me. So talk from that perspective, son.
Yes, I believe that self-love is very important, right? It's one of the foundational, I would say, bricks when it
Okay.
comes to building a healthy relationship, right? Because one of the things that you notice that a relationship takes two individuals, right? So if there's one individual that's unhealthy and don't feel like they love themselves, even if you bring it together with a healthy person, mix it together, we got unhealthy. So,
Period.
period, right? So, starting off with loving yourself. And, what I do with my clients is we just do an assessment of what makes you great, right? What makes you great? What are your gifts, your talents? Even the invisible talents, right? Some people think gifts and talents is singing or, being a leader, but there's other invisible talents. Understanding what those are and loving yourself,
Good.
being accepting yourself, like flaws and all. When you do that, you become very open and vulnerable because that's what people are looking for, are people that can be vulnerable. And vulnerability means that you have taken account of yourself.
That's
You love yourself. And I don't mind presenting myself, even if it means getting hurt. But I was myself. So self-love is the beginning brick of any healthy relationship. So if you want a relationship, it starts with the within.
That's a yes. The studio audience is going wild because
Yes.
we can love ourselves first and accept some of the things that we know are our own errors, our own
Yeah.
flaws that we don't even like about ourselves. So other people may not like them either. And if we can
Mhm.
be honest and transparent about those
Yes.
things, it can probably lend to two whole people coming
Yes.
together. I love that. What is a moment that you feel like a person was able to have a true breakthrough from some of the advice that you gave them regarding relationship advice and you saw now they made it. Now they're getting over to the other side of the mountain.
Yes. I had a client who really we started the reason why she came is she really wanted advice on her job. Okay.
Hmm,
She started with that. And look, we got her over that probably a couple of sessions. Okay. And then she wanted to figure out her dreams. And we got her through that. And then I said, hey, do you want a man? And she was like, yes. Okay. I said, are you open to coaching about that? She was like, yes. And so when we started it, I first wanted to say, okay, write down your 10-year vision of what you want your relationship to look like.
hmm.
And so she did it, but listen, I do this with all my clients. It's always a ooh, 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 ooh. They get kind of, I don't believe it. I don't, nah, nah, but they wrote it down. I said, okay, good. I wanted that reaction, right?
Right.
And so once we get there, before we could even talk about dating, what we did with that client is we couldn't even get past go until we went back. We had to go back to childhood because she had experienced some rejection and some shame just even before she was even born, the circumstances around her birth.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had to do something that a technique that, the Holy Spirit kind of brought me through is walking through the memory, right? We had to walk through the memory, and she was a Christian. So I asked her, imagine Jesus is right there with you. I'm here, you're here, we're watching it like a movie. So you have everyone supporting you. And let's walk through those memories you had. And so then I asked her some empowering questions so that we can understand it. So her perspective shifted about herself, the people that were involved in that memory. And, she basically had a breakthrough, and it was some tears. Okay. And it was some realizations. And I told her to write a letter to your smaller self, encouraging her, empowering her. Wow. So we're going to go back into time and empower, and then we're going to believe that empowerment of that younger you is going to come back to, the 40 plus you. And let me tell y'all, there was all of a sudden this woman wanted to now actually make some friends. And then she says, now I'm actually ready to deal with dating. And so now we're going to do that. So what am I saying? That breakthrough, sometimes it's not just about getting the dating competency, which I give, right? Sometimes to move you forward, we have to go back and heal some things in the past so that we can move you forward. And that was a breakthrough. That was one of that there showed me that everything that, God has brought me through, like some of the things I mentioned earlier, some of those things that I went through, this is my calling. I helped her break through, and now she's ready to get on out here in these dating streets.
Get in these dating streets. How do you recommend people be safe because it's like I have so many questions and so many thoughts when it comes to dating.
Tell me.
Share your location? What do you do? Any thoughts on that?
Yes. So when you're dating, always make sure you let someone know who you're going on a date with. Okay. So like, especially if you're meeting someone online, if you're meeting someone, even if you meet them in like a general setting, let there be like a friend that you're just like, hey, I'm actually having a date with this guy. And if you got a picture of them, I say send the picture, send the phone number or something that you have so that your friend, if someone knows where you're going, right? The date place. So there's always a person that's checking in. So you say, hey girl, I'm on my way. And when you get home, hey girl, I'm on my way, right? So always make sure that someone knows where you are when you're dating, okay? Number 2 is background checks, right? You could do light background checks just to make sure they are who they say they are. You can do True People I think it's True People search. It's free. You can just look at their number, look them up, just to make sure they are who they say they are. Or look at their Facebook. We just want to make, you're single, okay? They're in a house out there. So just making sure you do something light. And if you're really about to get into a relationship with them, just do a background check. If you don't know this person from Adam, right? Okay. You can do them, they're relatively inexpensive.
This is good.
Yeah. So that's what it is. It's just being safe. And also follow your intuition, right? So if you're getting a feeling about someone, don't ignore it and put it to the side. Follow the path. So if that means not to go out on a date with that person, it's okay to just say, hey, you know what? I'm not able to go out on a date at this time. I really appreciate getting to know you, but I don't think this is going to work. It's okay. Right? So follow your intuition, do some background checks, let folks know where you are, and just be safe in dating. And let there be time too, guys, before you go to folks' houses. All right.
That's that right there. I did a little heartbeat thing on that. It's like, yeah, make sure what's happening around here. Yes. Just check the situation out. I love how you're saying to do that. It doesn't have to be so like a major hard search type of thing, but just some light checking the social media, checking the light background through some of the free sites and things, and just making sure that you check who they really say they are versus just scamming you because now on internet and getting your information. So a lot of times there are myths out there about dating.
Mm.
Any strong myths that you know that are not actually true and you really wish people would
Yeah.
stop thinking that or saying that?
Yes. One of those myths is that there's not enough men. Okay. There's not enough men. They all gone. They all left in the 70s and 80s and 90s. And then now we just left. That's a myth.
That is a myth. Yes.
That is a myth. I'm sure you've heard it. There ain't enough men for not all of us. And no, that is a myth. What I find with daters is, it's about strategically figuring out who you're looking for, right?
Yeah.
And so I'll take me, for example.
Mm-hmm.
I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina at one point, and the demographic of men that I was looking for, it wasn't a lot of them, right? And so what people would say to me is like, oh, that's so rare, and 1, 2, 3. And, I didn't believe it. I said, no, I think they're here. And I just got to find them. And
Right.
so what ended up happening was I ended up moving to Houston, Texas. And when I moved to Houston, Texas, I was like, oh, this is where all the unicorns are. They're just galloping around here, there, and everywhere. So what am I saying? It's not a myth. Sometimes you have to find high concentrated places of the types of partners that you're looking for, right? So if that is moving, or it could be going to a conference, that could be finding a place where there's a high concentration of what you're looking for, right? And again, I don't know what everyone out here is looking for, but take a step back and think about, where's a high concentration of those? And maybe I need to put myself there. Okay.
So then that's probably why some married people are always trying to talk me in the grocery store. I'm like, get out of here. Because I'm living in my basic places, right? My grocery store, grabbing some basic food from somewhere that I'm in the drive-through or something. So people are like,
you can meet men. So men are everywhere, right? And so, but if you want a high concentration, Kim, I would find out, figure out what type of man, the inner qualities, the outer qualities, and then it's just about finding a high concentration of where they are. So, that could be.
No, it's certain things you're doing over there, Victoria, that's a whole training in itself. If my friend Sean was on here, she would be like, see, Victoria know what she's doing. She told me, she said, Kim, you're going to have to stop saying, God bless you to everybody. Because I say that all the time, right? She said, if you say God bless you again, I'm telling you, she said, you're never going to get a husband like that.
I don't
say God bless you. If I can't say God bless you, then I don't even want you.
No, listen, I say God bless you, but do it with a smile, Kim. God bless you.
Y'all gonna have me see, I already wore pink today messing with you, Victoria, right? I was like, okay, let me wear my bloused out blouse, right? Something with color in it versus black, messing with Victoria. So now you're telling me, this is how you're telling me to be. You like this. Okay, y'all.
But let me tell you, there are certain colors, Kim, that attract.
Well, anyway, let me do this drum roll. Hey. God bless you.
Oh, yes.
They'll be like, what? God bless you, baby.
And then he's going to be like, I am blessed and highly favored. How are you doing?
Try it. I got to call Victoria back on that one. I don't know the answer. They'll be like, what? Put you in an earpiece in my ear and be like, Victoria, did you hear that? Did you hear that? He said, blessed and highly favored. What do I say?
Listen, I do that with my clients. I have a group chat and I tell them, put what's happening in the chat and let me give you, sometimes I'll text them like this, say that. Listen, I will be there for you. If you, because hey, listen, they knew if I'm sending you out in the wild, I want to make sure you got like a phone a friend. Okay.
Well, I had one situation, right, where I text this one comment and I did not realize that the person thought something way different than what I intended. But I said, oh, you know what? I said, I have something for you. I want to get you ready. I want to get you right for your trip. That person called me when I say so fast, it was like, you want to get me right? What you talking about? I was like, oh my gosh. That is not what I meant. What I meant was I just have a little gift for you. That's something that would help you be ready to
Yeah.
hang out with your friends, not get you right like that. So
But you notice he called though.
the call, yeah, within seconds. Hello, hello, hello.
He was like, let me make sure I understand what she meant by that, because I know how I
Once
took it.
he realized that's not what I mean, he was like, "Girl, bye." All right, let me.
Okay,
At
let's
least
keep going.
at least this is a fun interview, right? I hope it's one of your more fun interviews.
Yes, I'm having a ball.
And listen, you all in the studio audience, we're definitely not depriving you. If you have the opportunity to ask a question, make sure you seize that moment right now. We are talking with Victoria, and Victoria on this episode is talking about dating and relationship advice. You can definitely stay connected with her, and you can do that through her Instagram at Vibrant Society Social Hub. Vibrant Society Social Hub. And on LinkedIn, she's Victoria Pittman. And also visit her website and sign up for her newsletter at thevibrantsociety.com.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we are truly enjoying ourselves with Victoria. So one thing that I wanted to find out from you too is you're a speaker. So you step on stage and you do all of the stuff you've been showing us behind the scenes. When you step on stage, you have a certain aura or persona about you. What is it that you hope people learn from the message that you share when you're speaking?
One of the things that I want them to get, and I make it really simple, which is, again, I want you to dream big. I want you to accomplish your dreams, your goals, your purpose. I want those things. I want you to discover that you are unique, you are beautiful. Everything about you is made perfectly. And understanding how to navigate you, right?
Mm.
And when you navigate that, then you will find love, because love is for you. And that's what I want people to get. It is for you. So many people don't believe that anymore for whatever reasons, but love is for you. If you want it, love is for you.
And so even after heartbreak, because when I think about love is for you and you're so convincing, and I feel it like it's for everybody based on hearing Victoria.
Right.
What do you say to people that have experienced some level of breakup or heartbreak?
Mhm.
Is love for them too? And why
It
do
is.
you feel that way?
It is. Love is for you even after heartbreak. Why? Because sometimes it's like a season. Sometimes some things had to, have a winter season, and that thing had to kind of go. But that doesn't mean love died. It just means it's dormant, right? And so what do? You just have to fan the flame, right? Take some time to get to know you again, who this new you is after that winter season, and build yourself back up again, meaning do the things that were fun for you, right? Connect with your communities, your friends, do your hobbies, your gifts, because those things will fill you back up. Because, after a heartbreak, you feel broken, right? So allow yourself to kind of mend in community. Mend with your girlfriends if you're a lady, and men with your guys, and have, go to the man cave and play games or whatever you do, right? Mend. And so that when you're filled back up, that you can actually have love pouring out, and you can love people from the excess, right? And so that's what it's about. So take your time, right? And build back up and be happy and joyful again. And then, like I said, love, it didn't die. It's just dormant. Even if it's just this small, you just have to fan the flame, get back whole again, and then go back out there.
Wow, you dropping such incredible knowledge here today. I feel like this has been like a free gifted training session for anybody that's being a part of today. I know it's not even I know that you've walked away with significant tips and strategies to help you find love again. And do you have a mantra or a motto or something that you live by when it comes to your life's mission?
Yes. What I want people to know is that I want you to become a magnet for success in your
Mm,
life and
mm,
love. And I say magnet because I want you to be an attraction magnet. That
mm.
when a magnet, you don't have to go chasing it, it comes to you.
come through now. Come
Okay.
on.
That's what I'm about. I wanted to come to you. And that's why, I do what I do, because I wanted to come to you. All right.
I think all kind of love will come to y'all. See, look at the difference. First of all, you don't keep it the same, so you jazz it up and do different things. Look at this.
Yeah, that's me, honey. That was the queen right there. I was that's that 30th, 40th birthday, and I was in my afro Queen Afro era.
You can't tell you nothing.
Listen, my Diana Ross era.
You can't. Look at you. Look at you. Let me see. What is this? Tell me about your
This is my beautiful sister, and this is her wedding day. And I just wanted to tell y'all that I helped my sister find her husband. Okay, listen.
Did you? How? Come on, tell us.
Let me tell you. So while I was on that trip in Jamaica that we've been talking about,
Right.
I was just being myself, and so I was just so happened to be flirting with the captain of the ship of the excursion we were going on. And my friends was laughing at me, but I was just like, we in Jamaica, I'm having fun. And so as I'm flirting with the captain, I guess the co-captain, my sister's like, well, I'm gonna flirt with him too. So there she's flirting with the co-captain, I'm flirting with the captain or whatnot. And it so happened that after the trip is over, she was like, I was like, I'm just gonna talk to him and see what happens. And so talking to him and see what happens. And almost 3 years later, we got a whole wedding.
Get out of here. So that right there, what God has for you is for you.
Yes. And that is it. What God has for you is for you. So having fun on a girlfriend's trip. And that's us in South Africa. That's my travel buddy. When we were at the Cape of Good Hope, right down there at the southernmost part of South Africa. And that's me as a bridesmaid. So excited for my sister.
Girl, see now, I didn't even know that was you. That right there, you got like 1,000 different looks, right?
I sure do. I love to switch it up, honey.
So you're not gonna be playing. You like, oh, let me get back over here. You like, oh no, we ain't gonna be playing. Where am I? I don't got myself off. You got me all thrown off. I got my nerves over here twitching. I'm telling you. So what you're saying is just add some variety, be creative, and do all kinds of different things.
Yes. And here's the thing. Remember that attraction magnet for love? That's not the first person who just me being a magnet actually brought. I have another girlfriend who, because of my personality, she done met her husband too. So I'm talking to one guy and another guy come, and guess who? That's her, that's what I'm saying. So love don't just have to be for you. It could be for whoever. So be yourself.
That's all I can be, is just be true to who God created me to be. Yes. And I'm gonna hang out with Victoria. You just tell me where to come or something. I'm gonna be like, who you flirting with over there? And I'm like, shoot, might be like you say, somebody there that God has had for me. You never know.
Listen, and Kim, just how you said God bless you, smile with it. That's it. That smile, you have such a beautiful smile and a beautiful spirit, honey. You will attraction magnet your own self.
That's funny. That's funny. Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick rapid fire because I just want people to walk away knowing who Victoria Pittman is. Okay, so what's one piece of dating advice that changed your life?
There will always be a man. I got that from Living Single, Ray Jean's mama. There will always be a man. Sometimes women have a lack mindset or a scarcity mindset. There will always be a man. So have an abundant mindset with men. If one door closes with another, give yourself a moment there will always be another man. Okay.
All right. Okay. What's the most surprising thing that you've learned about love?
Love is like a plant. Love is like a little seed. So you have to plant it. You have to nurture it. You have to let the sun hit it, and you have to let the roots grow. That means you can't rush love, right? So let roots grow when you're meeting someone. Don't rush it. Right?
Oh my gosh, great advice. Okay. If you had a magic wand, which I just believe in the Lord. That's what I believe in, that God will bring you who's supposed to be for you, and who's for you is for you, and all that stuff. But if for some reason you had a wand and you could do one thing about modern dating, what would it be?
I would eliminate
modern dating.
I would eliminate text messaging. We would be forced to actually call each other on the phone, get to know each other, and go out on dates. That was what I would do with my magic wand. Or the Lord could just take it away.
Okay. What's a book, a quote, or a song that truly inspires you?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Y'all can tell them I have a fun personality, but I love Sierra's Level Up, Level Up, Level Up, Level Up, Level Up. So that is my theme song because I'm always wanting to grow and level up.
Okay. So always wanting to grow and level up. So level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. Okay. What's next for Vibrant Society? What's the next thing for you and for the Vibrant Society?
Well, I want to invite your audience. This is for high empowered women. Every Tuesday night I have a dating masterclass called The Queen's Blueprint: How to Choose Your King. And what essentially I'm doing is I am giving you a vetting guide, essentially, of what to look for, attraction sparks of high caliber men, so that you're not wasting time. Every Tuesday night, you can go to my website and you can sign up. I have one tomorrow and I have one every. Here we go. Every Tuesday night, because I'm tired of dusty dating, and I want
dusty
women.
Dating.
So I give this away for free. So it's free to join up. You just sign up to my masterclass every Tuesday night from my website. And I also have a signature coaching program that I'm recruiting for. And so it's called Dream Big, Love Bigger, the keys to unlocking your dream life and dream man. So all the principles that I've been sharing with you guys in this fun way, I put that all in a program because I want you to become the visionary that builds her dreams, the queen that rules her life, and the dream girl that attracts and keeps high caliber men. And that's what I have for my signature program. And, and again, this is for women, but I also coach men too, because men be like, So I have some
there.
I need some advice too. So I do coach men too. So I have men consultations. And you can always book a free discovery call with me. It's free to talk to me.
That's so good. Dream big, love bigger, keys to unlocking your dream life and your dream man. It's a 12-week virtual coaching program. And so you definitely want to go to thevibrantsociety.com and you can see one of these hats that she's wearing, whether it's the visionary, the queen, the dream girl. Look, the dream girl, she got the off the shoulder thing. Let me turn my pink blouse a little bit more. I don't know what I need to do messing with you. Because you like, girl, you look, get a little bit of off the shoulder action.
Listen.
Hey. My son will be like, Mom, please.
Listen, the son don't know. Listen, go ahead.
That's so fun. And let me go back. The Queen's Blueprint: How to Choose Your King. It's a masterclass every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure you know it's on Central Standard Time. Thevibrantsociety.com. You can learn more about that. I also have this image here. So talk to us about you and Coach.
Yes. So, I wanted to share that one of the things and inspirations, and she has been a guest on your show, Pamela Lou Hing. I went through her program, the Coach with Confidence program. And, she helped me build my business. She helped craft, all this brilliance that I had into a program. And I just wanted to give her a shout out. And that's even how I connected with Kim, is through that beautiful woman, my master coach, Pamela Lou Hing. So I just wanted to give her a shout out, and that, she has a program that has really blessed my life. And so she's helped me launch my business and help me craft my messages. She's awesome.
Well, speaking of Pamela Lou Hing, she's actually a master connector, period. She connects so many people to so many resources. And she's actually going to be my speaker at my January 14th Walk by Faith Network event. You're going to hear directly from Coach P, and Coach P is a powerhouse in motion. If you're not a part of the Walk by Faith Network event, make sure you go to Eventbrite and just search out Walk by Faith Network. And she's going to be talking about stewarding your brilliance, how to be a steward of what God has showed you in 2026 and beyond. So go ahead and grab your ticket. Events typically sell out, so make sure that you grab your ticket right away. It's on Eventbrite, Walk by Faith Network. All you have to do is search that on on Eventbrite, and you'll be able to get your ticket right away. I want to also let you all know that coming up, I have this week, Letitia Lamar is going to be our actual guest here on the Kim Jacobs Show. And she's going to be talking about how to be great, how to just be great. That's going to happen later in this week. So if you are looking for some episodes to tune into, make sure you continue to tune into the Kim Jacobs Show. As I shared, and this is one of my other looks right here, Victoria, look at that. Look.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a new pastor as well at Promise Fellowship Church, PFC. And so if you are interested in coming and standing on the promises of God, we have our services at 12080 University City Boulevard in the Brownstone Signature Events Building. We do have children's church as well every Sunday at 10 a.m. And this is the event venue space. So you'll get an idea of where we hold our services at 10 a.m. right in Harrisburg, North Carolina, right by Captain Steve's restaurant. It's about 2 minutes from Captain Steve's restaurant. So come on, it's in the Napa Auto Parts Plaza in the back, and a beautiful event venue space called the Brownstone Signature Event. All right, any closing thoughts, comments?
You know what? I just want the audience to know that love is for them. Love is for you. And all you have to do to get it is start with the love of yourself, accept yourself, love yourself, and be brave enough to go on out there. And if you need a little extra support and help, I am here for you. Okay. So you have my contact information. Like I said, it's free to talk to me, honey. Okay. So I would just leave it like that to say that love is for you.
Well, that is beautiful. I saw all of your comments. I wanted to make sure I didn't leave anything out. Oh, Kim Maddox said, hey, save text messaging. Do not stop the text messaging. Like, please save our text messaging. Let's see, I saw somebody else said that your dad was us. I saw comments earlier. I done missed some of the comments. Lord have mercy. Please forgive me. Let me go back. I didn't want to disconnect, but it was such good stuff. I was getting such good counseling. Oh, Memory said Daddy was a charmer.
Daddy was a charmer. He had that charisma.
That's a good thing. That's such a good thing. Let me see. I saw also just a few other pictures, and you took the time to send these pictures in. So I just wanted to make sure I did. Oh, I have to put this one. Wait a minute. Look, tell us who this is.
That is my pup. His name is Rocco. And Rocco, I never thought I would be a dog owner. I never thought I would, but before my sister got married and her and her husband moved away, Rocco came to our doorstep because we bought a home together. And I was like, do we want to keep this dog? She's like, there's no we, honey. That's going to be your dog. And I was like, okay. And so I decided to say, okay, I'm going to keep him. And he's been such a blessing in my life, so I have a little furry friend that keeps me going.
That's so awesome. And I saw this picture, and I think this just speaks volumes. I think that is a lovely picture.
Thank you. That was me. That was when I was really starting to really hone in on relationships. That was, I think, circa 2012, 13. And that was the only picture I had because I was on a fast from social media.
Okay.
That's my brother. He's just a special person in my life. So, when I was going through those dark times, he was my roommate. So I was so happy to have him.
That is a blessing. I know about this one, your 40th, and then your sister. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't miss. Tell us about that last one.
That one is South Africa. So that's me looking off into the sky and just enjoying life and figuring myself out. And right there, I think I was on the island where Nelson Mandela was. And so I just thought I would just take one of those photos on that island.
Wow. So as we close out, is there anything that, how you're on a show and it has been, when I say just a joy to have you be on here today, it has been nothing short of amazing. But is there any piece of advice, anything you didn't share that you would like to share with people? And okay, go ahead.
Yeah. One of the things that I would tell folks is that you're not too busy to date. That's one of the things that people tell me. I'm way too busy to date. They want to focus on their business. They want to focus on career. I got to raise these kids. You're not too busy to date. This is actually the perfect time to date. So I would tell them, just block off 30 minutes each night so you can have phone conversations with a suitor, and block off at least one night and one weekend so that you can actually date. You can do it.
I'm going to do this. I got this.
You're not too busy to date.
God bless you.
There you go. Yes. I don't want you to do it and report back.
I'll be like, I said, God bless you. And I got like all of these people calling.
Listen. And let me tell you something, ladies, especially melanated ladies, wear the color yellow and thank me later.
Oh, girl, what do I got? I got about 3-4 things in there yellow. I ain't even pulled it out this year. What in the world?
Wear the color yellow, and then I want y'all to find me and says, girl, let me tell you, and smile with it too. Y'all come thank me, okay?
Okay, let me type that, y'all. Y'all should be typing a bunch of stuff. Wear the color yellow and thank. I don't know, I'm misspelling stuff because I don't have my glasses. Let me see. Okay, and thank Victoria later. Okay, y'all better give her some credit too.
Thank me
y'all
later.
Better give her some credit.
Find your color yellow if it's mustard or if it's bright, but find your yellow and thank me later when you smile. Go out smiling in the air. Wear your
just
color
put
yellow.
some yellow on, and I'm gonna go out and be like, la 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 la.
And then I want you to be like, God bless you.
Oh, okay. So I gotta wear my yellow, and then I gotta be like, and people do speak all the time. They're like, how you doing? You know, like, no, we didn't run into each other. And I'm gonna be like, oh, hi, God bless you.
And smile. Yes. And thank me later, Kim, when you do that smile. And you're like, girl,
pink off and put on some yellow right now. Y'all listen, I hope you all enjoy. I'm being way too silly on this show as we kick off the new year here with the Kim Jacobs Show. Y'all, we're going to be in for a lot of great times throughout this season, but I encourage you, if you have not taken a moment throughout 2025, and y'all know y'all been blessed bringing in balance into your household. The Kim Jacobs Show comes on Monday through Friday, 11 o'clock a.m. We come on Monday through Friday, and 11 o'clock a.m. in your house on all kinds of devices. We're on Roku. We're on, you name it, Apple TV, iHeartRadio, Spotify, WDRB Media on Saturdays at 9 p.m. You name it, you're getting us brought into your house with these lovely guests. If you have not partnered with us, take a moment and do so today. You can donate through paypal.me/Kim Jacobs Inc. and using any device, any method of payment you desire. You can do Venmo at the Kim Jacobs Show, Zelle, or Apple Cash. Some people only do Apple Cash, so you can use the number 704-962-7161, or you can become a Patreon member. And that's where you get behind the scenes stuff that we don't put on other social media platforms. Patreon.com/the Kim Jacobs Show. And a final thing I'll tell you is if you are looking to start your own show and you don't have a clue where to begin, and you know you have a gift, the world is missing out because you're not using your gift. Make sure you join my next group training. I offer this training right from the comfort of your home. You don't have to leave your house. 5 students go on this journey with me. It's 6 weeks. And during that 6-week time, you learn pretty much everything I've learned across the years to be able to start your own virtual show. It's universal, audio, video, and network ready show, all in one swoop. All you have to do is reach out at 704-962-7161 or 704-944-3534. That's today's episode of the Kim Jacobs Show. Thank you so much, Victoria. You are a blessing.
Thank you for having me.
I love it. Thank you all for tuning into this episode, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. We'll see you again right here on the Kim Jacobs Show at 11 a.m. Tomorrow. Bye-bye. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of the Kim Jacobs Show and for being in the virtual studio audience. Your presence truly does make a difference, and I look forward to you bringing your friends and family to join you in the virtual studio audience Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I look forward to seeing you and make it a great day.